So today we're diving into the world of 3D printing with Josef Prusa, the mastermind behind the Prusa Research, and we're going to talk about 3D models, 3D printers like the Core One, sustainability, and also a bit of retrocomputers. Hi everyone, today I'm heading to Formnext in Frankfurt, one of the world's largest, biggest 3D printing fair, and I'm very excited. There will be many companies there, many people, and also many booths, so I really can't wait to show it to you. So finally I managed to get in. There is a huge line of people that wants to go in. There is a lot to see and I really can't wait to see all the booths, to see what I have in display. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to see all the event because to get to one booth to another you also have to take a bus, and each hall has hundreds of exhibitors, so I really hope I'll get to see a good portion of it. The inside of the hall there is actually a big crowd, and I was kinda expecting that since it's the opening day and there are a lot of booths with a lot of famous companies that are showcasing their new printers, new materials and what the printer can do. The atmosphere in here is truly vibrant. There are a lot of booths and a lot of interesting people. All the booths are exposing something different, even prototypes. So what you brought here today, what's exciting news you brought to the Formnext?
We wanted to show everybody that your printer doesn't need to be your hobby. The printer is only the tool that makes your hobby a reality.
Yeah.
And with that, we've taken a lot of community prints, brought them here to show them to everybody. Mm-hmm. We also created some interactive sections in the booth.
So I wanted to ask you what you brought here and what exciting news you brought to Formnext.
So we bring the new printer, different production lines, including the 3D printer that have the K2 Plus combo and the Ender 53 Plus with the co-print and the Ender 5 Max, mm-hmm. and the other laser engravers. This is a Falcon 2 Plus and they have a A1. It's really easy to the new beginners. Mm-hmm. And we also have some scanners like the Raptor and Raptor X and Alter that is really different kind of the scanner production mm-hmm. lines for industrial or the scan people things. Mm-hmm. And I think the most exciting thing is that the K2 Plus is created the first multicolor printers in 2024. Wow. And yeah, that's been a long time.
Here at the booth there are actually a bit of everything. Large industrial printers, hobbyist printers and also resin printers. There are many types of filaments and objects in the booth showcasing the main features of the printers like modular items, multicolors or even decorative items. So there is a lot to see. Another interesting thing is that there seems to be a big focus actually on the sustainability this year. There are a lot of eco-friendly filament and materials exposed, taking center stage. There is a huge crowd of people, of course, but there is also a big variety of people. There aren't just industry professionals, but also a lot of hobbyists and a lot of people that are just interested in technology and 3D printing in general because they're using it at home. I don't think I'll be able to see all the booths because there are more than 800 companies exposing here, so I'll do my best and see as many as I can. In this floor, I actually seen a lot of famous brands already, and they're showcasing new printers, new kind of filaments, and also having some conferences, so I really can't wait to see what they're up to. Wow, look at how big is this printer right behind me. That's so huge, and there are a lot of booths like this actually.
Hello.
Could you explain to me what are you exposing here in your stand?
Yes, of course. Welcome to Mimaki. So we are a manufacturer of full-color 3D printing machines. Or actually, we make a lot of different type of printing machines, and 3D is one of them. Is mainly for to print 3D models that have a visual function. So we're not so much doing the functional parts as in machine parts or these kind of things, but more visual. Also, I think particularly interesting is this spot where we have some 3D models for some medical models. This is mainly for educational purpose, so we can actually have items here where we show like this is like the inside of a lung that has a problem. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what the problem is, but I know there's a problem there. And actually, during the education, this can be used to teach students about how it actually looks inside.
Okay, so I've seen enough of this floor. Let's go to the next one and see what companies are here and what they're doing. I'm at the Prusa Research booth right now, and the excitement is on the air because they're going to reveal something completely new. They haven't revealed any details, so we don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's going to be a new printer, a new kind of material, or something we didn't even know that we needed, but I'm sure that we'll be surprised. The buzz here is incredible. It's clear that people are excited about what Prusa is bringing to the table.
I would just like to introduce you to our next chapter in industrial design, the new Prusa Core One, and this is it.
Wow! This is an exciting addition.
Ask everyone all the questions you need. We really love the machine, and I am so excited. Thank you.
Wow! So I really wasn't expecting a brand new printer. That was a surprise. I really can't wait to see it print something and having someone explain to me how it works in more detail. So I think I'll try to find a member of the staff to explain me in a more detailed way how it works, because I want to know everything. So I've seen your work and I have to say it's amazing. But have you already tried the Core One on one of your projects?
Yeah, I'm already printing on those machines about a month, and I'm using mostly on the beasts now, which I made just the hobby one. I don't use it at the print on demand now because I have I don't know 2 or 3 machines now. Yeah. So it's just a small part. It's just a small part of our studio to print just those fancy stuff as you see, like the base, like some props or cosplay. So yeah, I use it for it.
And what's the first thing that you printed with the Core One?
It's not very big because it's smaller, it's more silent. You have it enclosed, so you can control the temperature inside. So you can use a lot more variety materials like the carbon fibers, like ABS, like this something which is warping. It's not a problem. Also, it's fully enclosed, and you can print the PLA inside without any effect of a print.
How do you think the Core One can improve your work?
It's faster.
Okay. Yeah.
It's bigger, bigger print volume, and it's smaller space you need for your printer than the MK4S or another brands.
This printer is 20% faster than the previous one. What optimization in terms of hardware and software made that possible?
The optimization must be on the both sides. On the hardware, it's come lots of parts on this printhead is lighter than on MKS4. This is one thing, and on the software side, there is on the display you see anything difference, but on the back side it's lots of changes. That means we are for this printer preparing face stepping. It was implemented only on the XL, but now it's implemented also on this printer, and this is why we can speed up. Because without the face stepping it's not possible. There is another algorithm that calculate the stepping for the motors, and this is why we can speed up in this printer.
Amazing. And also another question is there is a cooling system right here and 2 fans over there. Did some fans activate with certain materials?
We have here integrated temperature sensor between the fans. This measures the temperature on the display, and we can set up set the temperature which can we need for the correct material. That means for PLA maybe 2026, for ABS 55, and the cooling system is activated only if the chamber is bigger than the set limit.
Okay, and you also told me before that there is a sensor here, so you can't really open the door. when it's printing?
Yeah. The door sensor is here.
Okay.
And it's primarily for the safety, because compared to Bamboo Lab, we have 3 Z motors, and the 3 Z motors can reach the bigger force than the certification specifies how the safe limit. And this is why we have the door sensor. If you open, we completely stop the prints. After the close, you can continue, you can resume the print. Now it's deactivated because
Okay, yeah, of course, it's
on the
always
pedestal.
opening. And what was like the biggest challenge that you had while developing this 3D printer?
There was lots of challenges,
Lots of challenges,
not
okay.
only one. But if I select the one main thing, that's what the bed kinematic, the Z-axis. That means if the bed is not moving correctly or without the vibration and not consistently, it will be visible on the prints. That was the main challenge of this printer.
So you said that you were going to develop new polymers?
Yeah, so actually we doubled the filament production, and our polymer team is working on new filaments as well. We just released Formnext, the new PPCF, so polypropylene carbon fiber, and along with the filament you can get a spring sheet to print the polypropylene without glue and without tape, which usually is needed. And we are working very hard to develop new polymers. We are working on improving even the nylon that we already have on our lineup. And yeah, look forward in the next few months, we will push very hard on
So
new
since you're
filaments.
developing all these new filaments, the part in the factory is going to be bigger. Are you planning to move in a bigger place?
Yeah, actually we already moved the production to another place, and we doubled the production thanks to this moving to the new place.
So first of all, thank you very much for the interview, and this is a fantastic 3D printer. So the Core One is an impressive leap forward in design and features. However, many expected Prusa's next big thing to be a resin printer. How led you to prioritize this approach instead of diving into a resin market? And also, why do you think people was expecting a resin printer?
Well, we have a new resin printer at the booth, the Prusa Pro SLX, together with a completely new washing station, which is actually really impressive. I think it is the only one on the market which is capable of using inert gas in the washing chamber, because if you are using IPA, for example, for some materials, you really want to be safe, so there is no chance of possible combustion.
Virtual computing and 3D printing seems to have become inseparable for many years, and with people using 3D printers for everything from replacing all parts or creating even mods. What do you think is fueling this connection? Is it just passing trends or a lasting change?
I think these things go together just because you cannot get the replacement parts.
Yeah.
But this is not only about retro computing. For example, I'm not sure if it will be still out by the time the interview goes out. But for example, we are running on Printables a design contest with Frankfurt computer to create new cases for old motherboards from their laptops. So you can use it as a standalone desktop computer.
Amazing. Every maker has their roots. So I have to ask, what was your first computer, and do you have any nostalgic memories tied to it?
I have no idea. I was so little, and it was just father's computer.
Okay.
I got to use it for a couple hours every week, but I have no idea, no recollection what was the spec of the computer.
Have you ever used, years later, even now, your own printers for a retro hardware project, or replacing old parts, or even designing mods for computers?
Not specifically for computers.
Oh.
Actually, it's been quite a while since I built a desktop PC. I think the last time was a year and a half ago.
Okay.
But I plan to build a new computer probably next year once when the new NVIDIA cards come out.
Okay.
But I do a lot of printing around the apartment, but not specifically retro computers.
Okay. So now I want to ask you a bit about the future. We've seen incredible progress in 3D printing, but the possibilities seems limitless. So from your perspective, what advancement in materials, software, hardware do you think will refine the industries in the next 5 or 10 years?
That's the sort of question like when how was it, like 64 kilobytes of RAM will last forever. But I think just the lineup for next year with the materials we have, I know unfortunately cannot talk about.
Yeah, of course.
It's very exciting, and I think hardware-wise, the machines are like at like the 90%, but there's still a lot of work what we as an industry can do with the ease of use. So someone who does not have any technical training can use the machine and have great results.
With AI and automation advancing very rapidly, how do you see these technologies intersecting with the future of 3D printing? Could this be something that Prusa Research is working towards?
What I can tell is that we now see a lot of attempts to scrape the printables. Possibly, without respecting the licenses of the models by the designers. Yeah. So this takes up a lot of time of our team to mitigate this.
Okay.
But I think I'm not sure if I can do an educated guess and not look like a fool in a year. I play with the large language models as my hobby. I train a couple of models, but I think we will see where this goes in another year, because it's just a year and a half since we got first usable large language model, and time flies.
Here's a funny one. If Prusa Research were to be represented by a single 3D printed object, something that embodies the brand and the philosophy of the brand, what that would be?
Ooh. Well, I think that would be the body. It is a model of my dog, which passed a couple of years ago. But I think there are probably hundreds of thousands of these prints, and I'm jokingly thinking, in 1,000 years, people will be finding these dogs, and everyone will be wondering, what the hell is this dog? So, in a way, the body is immortal now.
Has 3D printing become more accessible? There's a growing concern about its environmental impact, especially with the waste generated by failed prints. And I know that at Prusa you already transformed failed prints into filament, but for individual users, how is Prusa addressing sustainability? Do you see recyclable materials as a solution to manage waste?
So we actually on our website you can go to a special map where we collect the places where you can recycle your failed prints. Oh. But I mean the best way to deal with this is to have a machine which doesn't produce failed prints. Yeah. And for example, we've done a lot of optimization with our multi-material system, which uses the least amount of waste possible, or for example, with the tool changer, there is basically no waste.
Okay.
But if we are talking about the pollution from plastics, actually, there's not much microplastics going from the prints to the environment. Just recently, I found out that the biggest source of microplastics is actually when you are washing clothes which are not made from organic materials.
Okay.
That produces the most amount of microplastics,
Didn't know
and it
that.
goes into the water and eventually into the sea.
So the last question is, what was your first print ever, and why did you started to be interested in 3D printing?
So back in the day, the first there was a tradition when you build the printer, the first print was always a shot glass.
Oh.
So you can celebrate that the printer works.
Kind of like a Benchy today.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
So I hope you liked the presentation of the new Prusa printer and the quick tour of the fair. Unfortunately, I wasn't here for too long, so there's a lot of things that I wasn't able to show you, and there's a lot of exhibitors that I wasn't able to visit. But I had a great time. It was my first time here since I started 3D printing just 6 months ago, but I had an amazing time, and it was so fun to see all these people excited together. So as always, let me know in the comments what you think and what's the project you like the most, and see ya in the next video. Bye!